Hey, Scott.
Hey, Nick.
Oh, what's up? Why do you look so down?
I can't believe Back to the Future Minute is over.
Hey, it's okay, man. You got Spider-Man Minute, you got the Doctor's Companion. What more do you want? What? You want your favorite scientist and little assistant? You want me to do Doc and Marty? Right? You'll get over it. You'll be fine. Oh, who the hell put this on?
It's on random.
For God's sake.
Look, it's not that I want to keep doing Back to the Future Minute forever. I'm just trying to say that I need something a little more. I want to get out there and do interesting stuff, podcast a little, and I'd love to be able to do it with you, but I want you to want to do it too.
I agree. We should get out there, but what can we do?
Well, how about a cornetto?
A cornetto?
Edgar Wright's Cornetto trilogy. First, we'll start with a bite of Shaun of the Dead. Then, we'll take some shots of Hot Fuzz, and later, we'll wrap it all up with a couple of pints at the world's end. How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Yeah, boy!
The Cornetto Minute, the daily podcast where we take car, go to Mum's, kill Phil, grab Liz, go to the Winchester, and have a nice cold pint 1 minute at a time.
It all blows over starting with Shaun of the Dead this October at duelinggenre.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Dueling Genre.
Hello, welcome back to Rocky Minute, the daily podcast where we show this Latin lame brain how to snarl 1 minute at a time. I am Jason.
I'm Doug.
And joining us again for this beautiful Thursday is...
Beautiful.
Armando. Welcome back, Armando.
Thank you.
So today we are knocking out minute 54, which begins with Rocky, again, bouncing his ball, and ends with, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. All right, so Rocky's in the bathroom. This here is a very good example of what we always talk about. Like Sylvester Stallone was really good at portraying emotions without saying anything. Like this is a good there's like 13 seconds here, and then you add on a couple from the minute before. Like he doesn't say anything for a good let's go with like 15 to 20 seconds. Like there's no words said, but you can understand exactly how he's feeling right now. Like, you just get it. Like, you understand that he's, although none of us know why Apollo's doing what he's doing, but he's like, it's bothering Rocky. And he feels a little deflated. He's like in that moment where he feels bad. He feels defeated. He's annoyed. He's bothered about it, but he's got to suck it up and go on to the gym now and pretend like it doesn't bother him because that's what he's going to have to do.
And he's got a safe face when he goes into the gym with face all those other guys, too.
Right.
We talked a couple of times about how the only person that Rocky was, well, obviously up until the moment that he goes back to Mickey's house and he starts, he cries about knowing that his shot is over and about having to actually work for a living. But before that, the only person he would ever open up to was Adrian. Mm-hmm. So anything like this, like he is not going to show any emotion around these guys.
Right.
He is going to bottle that up.
Correct.
Now, are all the guys, because this is only a few moments. Wait, hold on a second. Is this the same day? He's wearing totally different clothes. In the bathroom, he's wearing his black T-shirt with the gold chain on the outside.
Oh, maybe he changed because he's going to work now.
Okay, so
you can't wear a good T-shirt to work.
Unless
so I guess
maybe gave him his locker back.
He definitely gave him his locker back. But if there's no boxing equipment in there.
No, these are the same people. There's the guy in the yellow shirt. Here's the guy in the jeans.
Is the guy in the jeans working out? Oh, he's training. Oh, that's no, that was a different guy in the jeans.
Different jeans.
All right, so Rocky changed his shirt, but he's wearing the same black trousers and hat.
Can't forget the hat.
No, can't forget the hat. So yeah, the sweatshirt with the cut off sleeves. But yeah, which is different than what he's wearing when he walks in. So maybe he changed. Okay, we'll say it's the same day, but he changed. Also, we see this boxer again, the guy that gives him shit in a few minutes.
I'm sure he's there more than just the one day.
That guy's got a punchable face, man. I swear.
Does he ever?
Oh boy, what he does here in a little bit, I'm just like, oh my gosh, me and him would have been fighting.
Yeah, Rocky's just a carpet for people to walk on. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
All right, so when they pan across the gym, we hear like a Mickey voiceover. There's a lot of training going on, but it's like showing. It's there's two rings, two boxing rings where the training happens, but then there's on the floor there's a bunch of other heavy bags and jumping rope and everything. This gym is actually very crowded. Of people training. But Mickey's training one guy on the floor. I like the Rocky fat head on the wall. I know it's not a fat head, but it's like the life-size Rocky. Is that Mickey next to him?
I don't
Is
know.
that a Mickey fat head? There's another like life-size. I keep calling it a fat head, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, everybody knows what fathead is.
It's got to be Mickey, right? That's an old-timey boxer.
With some kind of, like wrestling tights on with cut nipple coverings.
A onesie, maybe?
A onesie.
Perhaps?
Good point. A onesie. He's wearing a onesie.
say
He's the
nipple
kind of guy that
coverings.
don't show a nipple.
Could be.
Mickey's like, whoa, hold on a second. He's like, let me put something on right quick. Hang on, I didn't agree to this.
You said this was a modest photo shoot.
Exactly. The photographers are like, all right, show a little something. He's like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I'm a fighter.
Oh, man. Mickey's nothing if not modest.
No.
Oh, so what's he say? He asks the guy, what's with the grin? How'd you get so happy with yourself? And
I don't know why that makes me laugh.
maybe the guy thinks he's doing a good job, or maybe he's one of those people that's just always smiling.
Yeah.
He's just a happy dude.
You can't trust someone like that. I don't know. To me, I can't trust someone like that. Someone who's always coming up and say, hey, how are you? How are you today? I'm like, I'm doing fine. What do you want? Yeah. That's how I can get like that sometimes with some people. I'm like, they're like, hey, how are you? I'm like, great. How's your son? I'm like, what? Like, he's fine.
Oh, like over the top, nice.
Yes, and it's just like, oh my gosh, just stop. Can you just go away? Or I act like I'm going to go to the bathroom or something.
That's nice.
So, Armando, how's your son doing, by the way?
He's doing great. I'm a guest. You don't disrespect your hosts. So we're just going to leave it at that.
All right, so Mickey says a good snarl can give you what the Bible calls a psychological edge.
I think the Bible addressed boxing snarls.
Did you look in the Bible?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
What'd you find?
Nothing about it.
Really?
Did you look?
I found something.
What does it say?
It says there's a passage in Psalms chapter 1, verses 1 through
You
3.
read the Bible for this?
I looked. I did some research.
Wow.
Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of the sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scoffers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. For the psychological edge can only be gained through a good snarl.
What? Look at this.
No,
Are
I'm
you
just kidding.
serious?
No.
Okay, I was about to say. I was about to say this. One of the cool things about the Bible is you can read a passage and read it with like the right way and be like, if you heard that means you.
Yeah,
That's always something about the Bible. You can pick.
That's right.
You can pick any passage and just say that means you.
So he wants to. So Mickey calls Rocky over to show the Latin lame brain how to snarl and punch.
Okay, this is why I wanted to be on this part because I wanted you guys to have a Latin person on this. So if you got somebody else who makes off-color remark, I'm saving y'all from y'all being called racist or something.
Oh wow, Yeah, you know what? Thank you for saving our asses.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's like one of those things. Like, hey, you can't say that about them. Only they can say that about each other. You know that. You know what I mean. So
you're looking out for us, man. Thank you.
I'm looking out for you guys. This is y'all's freebie, right? No, but I mean, there's worse things to call somebody Latin than something like that right there. But when it comes to this right here, I always thought it was funny because when I hear certain people say things like that, I always laugh and be like, oh my gosh, your ignorance makes me laugh, But when it's someone like Mickey, I don't know, there's something about it where I can be like, I can forgive that guy, like that's just the way he is, he's old and all that. And it reminds me of my high school football coach. Now, every time, when it was off season, he would come in and have us do weights and everything, and we were always hoping he would call in sick. Because the way we knew this guy is he wore very tight shorts. And I swear to God, I mean, you can't help but just look, and his balls were like hanging out basically. Everybody knew him that way. So I always try to stay out of his way, hoping he wouldn't walk by me and accidentally touch me or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. But I would always try to avoid the guy. But one day I was doing weights and I forgot how I lifted the wrong way. I kind of pussied out of it. And he was all like, "Hey, punch! Do it the right way." And he grabs my wrist and makes me lift the weights the right way. And I swear to God, he when I got up, he slapped me on the back. He's like, well, you're gonna get yourself together, Punch. And I was like, Punch? Does he mean Punch from Chips? And I swear, that's what this kind of guy was. He would say little things like that to other people. Like he would. There was a guy who had this funny haircut that made him look funny, and he made a gay joke at him, and it was just one of those like, should we get upset for what he's saying or just let it go?
Right.
And I feel like with today's climate and everything, everybody's all about like, you can't say this, can't say that, and there's things you shouldn't say at all, believe me. But how much can somebody get away with? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think back in the what was that? Are we talking 90s? Like back in the 90s?
Yeah, this is like 90, 98, 99.
Especially like manly men, quote unquote, like football coaches. They really hit below the belt on just about everybody because that's I mean that's what they did. Like they would come up with a nickname for you, like they called you. It was a Punch from Chips. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Punch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like making fun of the kid who had a less than masculine haircut. Like that's what the coaches would do back then. I don't. Obviously, that kind of shit wouldn't fly today, but back then, like that's just.
Yeah, everybody. It's almost like that. Was it 21 Jump Street, the new one with Jonah Hill? How everything kind of turned around on both of them. Now Jonah Hill was the popular one, and the other guy was was it Channing Tatum, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He was the dork basically because he said the wrong things and everything. I thought that was a perfect thing. About today's. Climate, what's going on with kids today, especially.
Yeah, right. You put in a certain category just because of I don't know, like you said, he said something kind of dorky, so he was labeled a dork.
But it's funny that same coach though, a year later, my dad had passed away. And that same coach saw me in the library, and he put his arm around me, and he gave me his condolences. So it was just like, wow, this guy's a real hard ass, in the gym. But when he knows something about you that really hurts, he's the guy that's going to come in and just put his arm around you and be like, hey man, you're gonna be all right. And I swear, whenever he did that, I was like, man, this guy, it made me feel a lot better, about what was
Yeah.
happening. So it's just weird, some people have that thing where, like Mickey, calling him a Latin lame brain. I'd hate to think of what he calls other races, but it's just like, in the end, I think they're pretty nice guys at heart, I guess. Some of them are, at least.
Well, I mean, it's like old school fathers are kind of the same way too. Like you don't expect them to be sentimental because they're always tough and they don't show emotion. But when there's something that they finally do, they show emotion about, then you're like, it like affects you so much more.
Yeah.
Than like if your mom, if a woman offered, like a female teacher offered her condolences to you, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's weird. Okay, so my bullshit Bible verse is done. Where are we at here?
Where did you get that? Where is that from? You just made it up?
I did make it up.
You didn't make it up.
I didn't make it up. Like, it was a real Bible passage, but I just threw in that last sentence about...
You did the Pulp Fiction thing.
Did that? Yeah, I kind of did.
Did it make
What do you think? Did it land, Jay? Did that joke
Yeah, no,
land?
it was good. Did Mickey... Remember Mickey said something in Rocky 1 when he was talking Rocky that, like, the Bible says, or made up like a fake...
Yeah.
What was that? He was trying to get-
You never get a second chance.
Yeah, okay.
The Bible says you never get a second... Was that your minute, Armando?
It
Or
was.
that right before it? Yeah, you got that one?
Yes.
The Bible's all about second chances. Forgiveness.
I think that Rocky holds the snarl for a touch too long.
Why?
He does.
Just like a half a second too long.
And isn't he chewing gum also?
Yeah, he is.
He looks so proud of himself after he does it too, right?
Yeah, he does. Very proud.
And Mickey's all like, see, that's ugly.
That's ugly.
See, there's another thing. It's like he just said Rocky looked ugly.
Yeah. Rocky don't take no offense, though.
No.
Oh, man. So it's John's duty, I guess, to empty the buckets, but Rocky jumps right on it.
Right, Mickey tries to stop him because Mickey doesn't like the
how about-
idea of this.
Mickey's tone when he says that. When Mickey goes, no, Johnny, I'll get it. And Mickey's like, hey, Rock. Like, Mickey's kind of whining a little bit there. He's like, Rock.
Well, he did tell Rocky earlier, like I guess the minutes before that, these guys look at you like royalty. Like he's kind of like saying like Rock, come on, you don't pick up buckets. That's beneath you.
Yeah, yes.
Or-
Don't let
or
these
he doesn't
guys
want-
see you.
Yeah, he doesn't want them to see him that way. That's probably why he was like, come on, Rock.
In that moment when he says that, he asks him, like, where's your dignity? Mm-hmm. And that's, I mean, Rocky, he doesn't ever think that he's above anybody.
Right.
So it's not below him to carry buckets of spit.
Right.
But in Mickey's eyes, yeah, he's royalty. The guys around the gym think of him as royalty. So, yeah, carrying buckets of spit is beneath him. But Rocky jumps on it anyway. So he goes up to the fighter that's in the ring, who in the book was a different fighter. Now, Jay, do you remember very early on? Jay, I'm over here.
I'm listening to you.
Jay.
This is a visual cue?
No, but I'm talking to you.
I'm listening to you. What do you think I'm doing here?
Your head was turned the other way.
But that's how I listen sometimes. I'm like, go ahead, I'll listen. I'll give you my ear. You said listen to me. You didn't say look at me. You said listen to me so I can let
So you're pointing your ear at
my
me.
ear at you.
Okay, good. I mentioned that Chuck Wepner auditioned for a role in this movie as a fighter named Chink Weber.
Chink?
Yeah.
Oh,
You remember that?
racist?
Well, no.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's just, I mean, it is. It's a racist word, but it's not meant to be that way. So this fighter that's in the ring is Chuck Wepner's character, Chink Weber, in the book. So when Rocky goes over to grab the buckets of spit, this is what he's thinking. So I went over to the ring and took hold of this bucket full of spit. I had a feeling somebody was watching me, and I looked up and see this guy named Chink Weber. Chink Weber, yeah, old Chink Weber was looking down on me. Chink Weber was some guy who had just come over from Jersey to try to make a name in Philly. He was a heavyweight who had a bad outlook on life. He hated everything, and for some reason, he hated me the most. So this is like Rocky II's version of Dipper, I guess. And I have a feeling, though I haven't read far ahead in the book, I have a feeling this isn't the last we hear of Mr. Chink Weber.
No, no.
Well, actually, he uses that name in Lockup.
He does use that. Because he cut the character out of this movie, he reused the name.
Yeah. Did you see the Chuck Wepner movie? Chuck, I guess that's what it's called.
Was that the one with Liv Schreiber?
Is it Liev Schreiber?
Yeah, no, I didn't see that. I know of it. Is it any good? I heard mixed reviews on it.
It's not bad. I mean, I thought it was decent, but for someone who's trying to get away from Rocky, they sure did kind of use Stallone a little bit in that movie, And they showed the audition that Chuck Wepner had with Stallone, and it seemed like Stallone was in the movie, at least. Stallone was like trying to get him in the movie. He was trying real hard to get him in the movie, and then towards the end of the movie, Chuck Wepner goes to jail, and he notices Stallone is filming Lockup in that same jail that he's at.
The jail where he filmed it was in Rahway, New Jersey. Was Chuck Wepner serving time in?
Was it? Okay, then they must have changed it up for dramatic effect, because in the movie Chuck goes outside, for rec time or whatever, and then he sees Stallone filming Lockup, and he's like, "Oh, Rocky goes to prison." He's like, "No, I'm gonna go back inside," and it ends, it ends that way, and it's just like. It's like, he has this thing where he's like, he doesn't like the Rocky character, but then again, he uses it as much as he could for the movie. I don't know. It was just weird.
I mean, he's foolish not to, because that might be even more of a claim to fame than his fight with Ali itself. I mean, he sued and they settled. So, I mean, it should be water under the bridge. And as far as I know, it is. But I mean, like, why would you fight it? Just lean into it. Yeah, he used you as an inspiration. Why is that a bad thing?
Exactly. I'd be bragging to everybody, like, yeah, man, Stallone used my story.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was looking up. Chuck Wepner did go to prison for 10 years.
Where'd he serve?
It doesn't say. No, I'm sorry, not 10 years.
10 years is a long time.
This one had to have been like in, 88, 89, when Lockup came out?
Lockup was... That we can find out real quickly.
10-year prison term under a plea agreement, yeah.
Lockup was 89.
1985, he went to prison.
85.
I'm sorry, 88. 1988, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
But it doesn't say where.
No. But the interesting thing is that it says that after his retirement from boxing, Wepner began abusing drugs. In 1979, Sylvester Stallone wanted to cast Wepner as a sparring partner in Rocky 2, but he failed the auditions due to his drug problems.
Huh.
Yeah, it showed that in the movie.
Well, there you have it. We will see more of Chink Weber, I think.
I hope not.
Well, isn't his sparring partner Roberto Duran in the
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the same guy.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think he has a name, but Roberto Duran and Chuck Wepner are two vastly different body types, too. Like, Chuck Wepner's huge.
Ah, okay.
And Roberto Duran, I think, was a middleweight, right?
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Chuck Wepner's 6'5".
Chuck Wepner, we saw in person at Mike Kunda's The Pretender documentary screening.
Oh, how was that?
Roberto Duran's 5'7".
The movie was great, man. The movie was great. I hope, I wish nothing but success for Mike, and it's a pretty good documentary.
Yeah, I want to see that. I really want to see that. I've been reading about it on Twitter and stuff, and yeah, I want to see that movie.
Yeah, if they ever have a screening near you, you should go check it out. And Mike's a good dude. You never met Mike, right?
No, I haven't met him. I've interacted with him on Twitter every now and then, but yeah, I've never met him. I really want to go to Philadelphia to take his tour.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just timing and everything right now, and I heard they're going to get rid of the steps as well out there, so I better get on it.
Oh, Jesus. There will be a friggin' uproar if they did. But I know traveling halfway across the country is no, walk in the park, so you got to plan and, pay for it and shit. So I get it, man. I totally get it. All right. For now, why don't we wrap this up and you tell us about Talented Slackers in case everybody forgot since yesterday.
Yeah, Talented Slackers is my podcast. It's basically four guys watching a movie, making offhand remarks, saying this or that about the movie. We just like to have fun with the movie and not take it too seriously. But you can find us on, SoundCloud, iTunes, anywhere you could podcast, and you can find us on Twitter also at Talented Slacker. Twitter wouldn't give us that last S.
Bastards.
Sons of bitches. You can find us if you want to talk to us on Twitter. We are at Rocky Minute on Twitter. We are also at Rocky Minute just Rocky Minute on Facebook. And we also have an Instagram at Rocky Minute. Mm-hmm. We are on our Facebook. We have our listeners group called Mighty Mix, which just recently got over 500 members.
Yes,
I understand correctly.
The day of this recording, we reached the round number of 500.
Wow! Look at that. So you can swing by there and you can talk about anything Rocky,
or anything at all.
We're
not picky.
Other than that, we have email, Rocky Gmail. You could listen to all our episodes at doinggenre.com or wherever you like to listen to podcasts.
That is correct.
Okay, fair enough. And if you want a shirt, go to TeePublic. You get yourself a nice shirt.
All right. We're adding new designs every day. Not really every day, but every few months.
New designs every day or every few months. So we may have either 100 shirts or 2.
Anywhere in between.
You gotta have a variety.
There's only one way to find out.
That's right.
The only way to find out is to go on there and check it out for yourself. But it's been a pleasure, and we'll see you tomorrow. Adios, amigos.
What are we waiting for? Take this!
Adios, amigos. Was that a...
What's Armando?
Armando.
Hey, I understood that one.